Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This is going to be the best day of your life. I'm telling you right now. We're going to have an amazing time. We're going to learn. We're going to share joy. We're going to have gratitude for every single moment. We're going to praise the Lord. And we're going to love each other, man. We're going to have a great time. I'm so excited for this show in the next 10 minutes, baby. Let's go. I can't wait. I hit every single trade I made in the last 24 hours. Let's go. We shorted, we long, we shorted, we long, we shorted, we cut it up. I take money out this market. Bitcoin is my BI. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. I'll see you very, very soon. I can't wait. The energy is at its apogee, baby. Let's go. You know, that intro gets realer and realer every single time I show up again. Let's go! Man, I'm full of energy, baby. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I just look at all the past things, where we've been, who we've met, what we've done, and we're going to do even more. I'm so inspired by that intro. I love that intro. Gets me going, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Shout out to everybody here. We're in that three-piece Flushton. One of my first three-piece I ever got. My wife got me this suit. I didn't even have to pay for it. The guy didn't pick it up. It fit me, and she knew the guy who made it. And they were like, take it away, Sammy. Take it away over there. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Shout out to my mother and father who passed away. My mom died on Thanksgiving Day talking to me. It was amazing. I still don't believe that she died that way, but it was what it was. This little below me here are the nicknames Finn and Daisy of my mom, and that's for them, everybody. So thank you for being here. You guys got me through some of the hardest times of my life in November. We never took a day off on the show. We pushed forward every single day. It did not stop. And I don't know how we did it. I don't know how I did it, but it was with your good grace and with God's good grace, and we made it. So shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right off the bat. You can see, even while I'm talking, I'm giving you information because you can see what's happening to liquidity. Bitcoin has more liquidity above us at 58.8. I had a nice little battle this morning. We took a couple longs. We took a couple shorts. I battled out these markets. If you were trading with me last night, I opened up a short. We made gains. Before I went to bed, I gave everybody this cup and handle right here on the 30-minute chart. I said, I'm going in, and I drew the cup and handle as clear as and I gave you guys the exact entry and stop loss inside of the trading group. I was working till about, 2 in the morning last night, back up at 8 in the morning, 6 hours of sleep and kicking it every single day. Then we took a short to the downside. But yesterday at 2 o'clock, we called the short. We waited. The short paid us heavily. It got pounded to the downside. I called that right shoulder on the live stream yesterday. Had you taken that, you would have been so paid. It's ridiculous. Okay? Also, I put in the altcoin charts accidentally. Sometimes it happens like that. But look, last night, I just want to show you, if you're in the trading group, I gave you this beautiful trade last night right here as I went to bed at 1:14 in the morning. This 50-minute candle came to the 21, just like I told you it would. See, we pumped up, and the 15 was too far for the 21. And I told you the 15 minutes going to come back to the 21. Then we shorted what's called an inverted cup and handle. Let me show you here. It gets crazy. Well, we saw this bearish div last night, and I began to short right around this area. The short came up. I was underwater, but we did a double top cat ears. It continued to the downside, and they did not trick me. We stayed flush. But look, I saw this inverted cup and handle. It dumped to the downside. We took gains all the way down. Bang, bang, bang. Then we saw this flag, but it was lackluster. I didn't trade it last night. I went to sleep, but I waited for the 15-minute to come back. I thought I was going to go to bed, and then at 1 in the morning, I got back into the trade when the 15-minute hit to 21. Lo and behold, we woke up to gains again. All right. On top of that, then I woke up this morning and we shorted the market. You probably don't believe me, but it's absolutely insanity. I saw the 1 minute lose the 200 MMA, and we shorted the market. So I just want to show you, and then this was the short I gave the trading group right here with the entry. Really, the entry was right there, and then we started to dump. You see? Right there at the 200 MA, and then we started to dump. And we dumped. And we dumped all the way to the target, baby. And we nailed that trade right there to the target, exactly. Entry, no stop loss got hit in the making of any of the trades I gave. No stop loss. We shorted, we longed, we shorted, we longed. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. We took gains out of this market. And I'm going to show you how to do this every single day without a day off. If you want to work as hard as I can, you're going to be able to get paid. All right. So let's break down what's happening to Bitcoin today on the chart, shall we? And we're going to start fresh. I've already done this before, but I don't mind doing it again for free for all you beautiful people out here. You beautiful people, you beautiful people. I don't do it as good as he does. He does it like, there's something about the way he does that. Beautiful people, beautiful people. And he's usually drunk on gains. Like, he's super high because he's drunk on gains. And he's like, beautiful people, you know. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Who knows? If you know who I'm talking about, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, then, well, you don't know, right? Hey, over here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Wow, 57.7. Bitcoin getting a huge pump back to the upside here from the low there, bouncing on up. All right. No idea. Crypto phase. Somebody knows. Silosis V2 knows exactly who I'm talking about. Amen. Shout out to in the group. Who made gains in the trading group with me? Who paid the 99 and made far more than 99 in the last 2 days? I just want to know. Who paid $99 and made far more than $99 in the last 24 hours? Ask the people, baby. Ask the people. Find out what they say. Don't listen to me. Put me against the public. Put a 333 if you made more money than you paid for in the group in the last 2 days. Because I know you did, because I made a boatload and I didn't even have to use a lot of money. Some trades were $1,400, $1,600. If you know how to trade with leverage, you can use a small amount of money and take gains out of this market. Look at all these beautiful 333s coming in. Hundreds of people paid $99 a month and end up making more back in the education they received. I'm telling you, my product is exceptional. I would have nothing less than a working product. Not everybody's going to get it, of course, but if you push yourself over time and you're disciplined, I'm telling you, if I figured it out, you can figure it out. It's not rocket science. It's control over emotions, okay? So here's the weekly. We got a bounce on the weekly. That's looking good. All we really need is the weekly to close above 55,800, 55.5. That's fine where these two candles close. I would like it to get back above 61.5, and I'd like it to get back above where these two candles met here at 60,080, but 800. But it is what it is. We'll take it for what it's worth. But right now, that is a somewhat of a bullish candle. However, I have seen a big wick. Like we had this big wick on that nasty dump, and then we would still eat that wick down just a few weeks later. Does it mean we could go lower? Anything is possible. Stop listening to the perma bulls on crypto Twitter. I told you to buy the dip. I knew it was going down. I told you it was going here. I knew it was going to do this. Dude, come on. They don't, they disappear for a week, and then they tell you, I told you exactly what was going to happen to the price action. Come on, man. I outwork all these people. You outwork all these people. We outwork all these people. Our group will become the most known, notorious group in all of cryptocurrency. That's my goal, is to make you all such amazing traders that nobody can say a word about me. Because if each and every one of you become amazing, then my teachings are gold. And so my plan is to put everything I have into you. You are my goal. You are my dream. You are everything to me. If I make you everything, then you make me everything. Don't you get it? And together we become so successful and we go off to the moon together, man. And we don't have to listen to the haters or the doubters or anyone who didn't believe in us. We believed in ourselves. We pushed ourselves to the limit. It doesn't matter. If you want to join the trading group, we make it so easy. Go to cryptolifer.com here in the pinned comment and jump on into my website. You would have had massive gains last night, massive gains this morning, and I'm not talking ish. I have all the proof. You could put me through a quarter log, go through it all and see all of the data is there. I do not play games. I show my losses if I lose. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to the 1,300 beautiful people here on the live. 261 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watches for the most motivated show that never stopped. February 2021. We never took a day off. Let's go. What kind of show is this, baby? I want to see the motivated people out here. Spread the love. The more you spread love, the better it is for you. I'm telling you right now, it'll only benefit you and raise your frequency if you help raise mine. So if you put the like button up there, you're going to raise my frequency because you're going to make me feel good. When you raise my frequency, you're going to raise your frequency. Helping others is the key to life. So I'm asking for a little bit of help. I can't do it alone. I can't hit 1,000 likes during the stream. So I need you guys to do it for me. I need your help. Just like you used a lot of my knowledge and you used mine. You got help from me? Well, I'm asking for a little help back. It's how it works, right? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. All I'm asking is for a couple likes, baby. So here, shoulder, head, and right shoulder to the upside, all right? And, there's a chance here that the 3-day does start a reversal back to the upside. It looks okay. Every time we have had somewhat of a reversal, the 3-day to get up, could it be an inverted head and shoulder? A messy one, but it still could be. The daily starting to come up. Let me put all my moving averages back on. The daily starting to make a move. MACD looks good. RSI looks good. Stochastics RSI, they all look good. I mean, I look for this when I look for a trade. The 3 curves, all 3 curving up, looking nicely. However, volume is a little sketchy right now. We're going to talk about that in a second. If you remember, I gave you this right shoulder, head, right shoulder. I said, this is going to dump to the downside. I called it, and we traded it pretty nicely too if you had taken the trade. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Anyway, let's move forward to the 12-hour. 12-hour got a nice bounce here to the upside. I got to sweat now. Just please. All right. So moving forward here on the 22-hour time frame, you're getting a bullish engulfing candle now. I mean, that's pretty beautiful, right? So we had a really nice pump up overnight yesterday, 55,000 all the way to 57, 58, 2, and we're kind of holding that region, all right? That's a bullish sign. That's a low, a higher low, and there's a chance we could continue this move to the upside. So the daily looks pretty good. Once we start getting into the 8-hour, the 6-hour, it starts getting a little overbought. The 4-hour doesn't look amazing. We need some type of miracle here. If anything, the 4-hour is starting to make what looks to me like a bit of a bear flag. That could go further to the downside. This is a possibility. The only reason we hit trades here on this channel is because we go over all the possibilities, right? And we don't wait, oh, maybe it could be this, maybe it could be that. No, we see the possibilities, and then we know the probabilities of those possibilities, right? And then we use moving averages to determine the confirmations of the moves. If the 1-hour breaks the 200 MA, we're not going down. It's likely we're going to pump. If the 1-hour loses the 200, and vice versa. But right now you have overbought stochastics, a long hill, a second hill. The 4-hour looks like it may want to come back down to 40,000. We're not out of the water yet. That is an inverted cup and handle. I mean, we trade cup and handles, right? And we trade them all the time. Cool. The cup is, you move it to the left, it creates an upper cup. If you move it to the right, it creates a lower cup. Well, look, I mean, we've traded something like this many, many times to the upside, and it's played out, hasn't it? I'm just saying. So if you think this works bullishly, then you have to think it works bearishly too. You can't take bullish trades all day long and then not be able to see the bear side. You get it? It's unfair to yourself. You must be able to see the bias by flipping the charts upside down. I've been flipping the charts upside down for a long time, over 5 years now, 6 years, and it has given me an edge that most people do not have. I can give you an edge to the market that you don't know exists, but you got to stay with me every single day and follow suit. Follow the suit. Hey. Remember, I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger. You may not get exactly what you prayed for because you don't know exactly what you need, but God does. Just like you can see a child, you know what that child needs. That child does not know. You know when your child needs something to eat and they're just overplaying. Hey, come on inside now. Time for some water and some lunch. You know what I mean? God is the same way. He sees you playing, toiling in the sandbox, and he knows what you need. You don't know what you need. Therefore, you should probably submit to God. He can see more than you. Get insight from God so you can find out what's happening. All right? If you block God out, you never get that insight. And I'm telling you right now, it's beautiful when you connect with God and you can hear, I don't hear words, but there's a feeling, there's a vibration that feeds me the energy when I'm doing the right thing. And it says, hey, man, you're on the right path here. This is going well. So let's take a look. We got rejected by the 45-minute 200 MA. A lot of people haven't realized that or seen that. Once you get rejected by the 200 MA here, you got to suggest that we're not going anywhere to the upside. This could be the beginning of a beautiful short. It really could be. Like, you could technically enter here and it might end up being a nasty short to 40K. It really could. This could be the top right here of this little rally. All right. It's possible. Why? Well, we have support and resistance. Previous resistance became support here. Even if I go to that upper channel or right to there, at least you can see the bounce wick area was the bounce wick area there. Now, why would I change? If we get a big candle to close above this 45, then we might get a big pump to the upside. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not going to claim to act like I do. Okay. I'm going to take this one moment, one step, 1 hour, 1 minute, one candle at a time, right? As crazy as that sounds, I've found out things. I've been on a long, everything looks great. The 1 minute has lost to 200. The whole market is tanked within an hour to 2 hours. Had I not seen that 1 hour on the 1 minute lose the 200, there's no way I would have caught the trade. Look, the 45-minute lost to 200. Perfect scalp right there to the downside. It's a great place to keep a stop on the other side. High likelihood you get saved. I put all my stop losses like this all the time, and it plays out. Anyway, smaller time frames are starting to pump. Looks like we could be missing out on some scalpelinos here to the upside, but I'm not ready yet. I got to be patient. So the 45-minute, we want to see it break above the 200 MA. All right, we want to see the 45-minute somehow flip this 1 hour. The 1 hour looks like it's going to dump on you. It's got bearish div. It's in a bear flag. Previous support is resistance here. It just doesn't look amazing. Let's be honest, right? I'm just giving you guys the facts here. But does that mean it can't? So what I could do is wait for the 1 hour to breach the 200, make some type of, and then that would be a beautiful long entry. Fine, I'll miss this section. But when I miss this section, I cut off risk. I don't have to take the risk. You see what I mean? If I get in here now, then I have to take the risk that we're going to get rejected to take a beat down. It's almost better to open up the short now with a stop here. If this comes up and I get kicked out, I can kick the short off, flip long, and go to the upside. What this does is it keeps me ready for the short if the short is ready to move. And if I lose, I don't lose a lot because I don't have to risk a lot to keep my short in place. So I've studied this now though for years, all the places to be able to have the least amount of the best probability to win. My mind maximizes efficiency. All I do every single day is sit there and think about how to be more efficient. And I don't have a boss telling me what to do. My wife takes care of my children lovely. I take care of my wife lovely and my kids. I have a very symbiotic life. Things go well for me. And so I don't have a lot of distractions. And so because I don't have a lot of distractions, I focus on how to become the best. All right. Wow. 58,120. We just got a nasty short squeeze to the upside for Bitcoin. We bounced from 56.7 all the way back to 58,000. And again, had I been paying attention here and not running my mouth, but when we get above the 200 MA, that's my trade right there. I would have opened up a long right there. And then we came back to retest it. Bang. I've made so many gains today already. I guess I'm like not chasing right now because I'm like, I just feel fat. This morning, I took so much gains. I'm just like, kind of like, I hit my quota for the day. I made my trades for the day. I don't really need to trade again if I don't feel the need. All right. So I may not, and it is Thursday. I don't always open up a trade, but dang, man, that 7 minute broke the 200. But last night we got in there. I sold right there. So you have to remember, I already got in and sold this. I got in here and I sold right above here. So, and then I shorted this. And I guess I could have longed again. And it's funny, I could have, in this area here, I made this long to the upside. I made that short, right? And I could have longed that too again. In this nasty, what people call chop, I could have made a living. You see? By using the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. That's all I needed to get the gain. Now look, you're away from the 21-day moving average on the 21. That's when I would sell that because you're going to come back. This is how we shorted the 15-minute earlier today. You understand? That's a likely short because you're going to come back to the 21-day moving average. Are you going to lose the point of control? We don't know. It could be a more shallow pullback. But it definitely tells you unlikely you're going to continue to pump. 99% chance you're going back to this white line. Only 1% chance you're going to continue to pump now. I know there's a chance because there's always a probability, but it's, and look, all the way back to liquidity at 58,800. So it suggests that we are going to 58.8 for Bitcoin. Honestly, your next flag on the 1 minute could be if you come back to the 21 on this 1 minute time frame and you pump here. All right. 7 minute has legs. Wow, what a crazy run, right? They're just going, and then there's really no market structure to that. That's a mess, right? Anyway, I'm going to get rid of the 1 minute for a second, flip us back to the 4 hour and just clean up on my long-term analysis. So 4 hour to me still looks pretty bearish. Okay. Doesn't look amazing. Your Stokes are kind of curving down. You had a nice run up. And again, maybe we double bottom. There's a chance we pull back and we just don't lose that bottom. You know what I mean? Like we just come and double bottom here. Chance we go parabolic. Again, remember, anything can happen. Repeat after me. Anything can happen. Repeat after me. Anything can happen. But believe it. Don't just say these words. Believe it when you say them. Anything can happen here. Okay? Anything. So whenever these curve, a lot of times with the 21 curves, you're pumping up. Like when you 21 curves up here, you dump down. That suggests that the 3 hour is somewhat bullish, even though it doesn't look amazing. The 2 hours overbought here too, but I do see momentum pumps come up here like this. This is where we stayed up here the whole time while we could do that again. So when you get confused, when you see indecision, that's when the 200 comes into play. Breaking above the 200 in the 45 minute is a good time. That's strong. If that candle can close above the 200 MA, I will begin to get bullish. You see? And then I would ride it to the 1 hour 200 MA. You get it? If we flip that, I would ride it to the 2 hour 200 MA. If we flip that, I'd ride to the 4 hour. And then if we flip the 4 hour, you're kind of over the bearishness. You're back on a bigger trend. Every time you flip the 4 hour 200 MA, many times, especially if you've on a dip, you start a new big trend like that. So the next time we really truly get above this 4 hour could be the beginning of a bigger trend. And it could start here on the 1 hour time frame. The information I just gave you is unbelievable. It took me years to figure out. I wouldn't have known any of this if I didn't sit in these charts over and over again, juxtaposing all these time frames for hours and hours and hours on end. You didn't steal, but you did just get a lot of information that took me so long to figure out. I hope you really, really realize the value of the education that I'm providing to you, because it's on another level. I'm telling you, I know it is, because I've watched a lot of other YouTubers throughout the years. I've watched their sauce. The guys that are really good, I never see them live trade. There's a few live traders out there that are pretty awesome. There's like 4 or 5 of us. But for the most part, I don't know what they're doing, man. You know what I mean? I really don't. We don't know. We really don't. It's weird. I mean, I'm getting mixed signals. There's definitely some funkiness going on here in the market. Like they're messing with market structure a little bit here. Like brought it up, brought it down. So I'm on the 45 and I'm waiting to see this candle close above 26 minutes. I want to see that 45 candle close above the 200 MA in order to be bullish. So I'm kind of, there's a chance that is the long. If the long breaks out, you'll go the length of the base here, right? And you'll pump up to this next liquidity zone. And we do have liquidity at 64,000. That'd be awesome to get back to 64K today. Just brah. You know what I mean? Some news comes out, everything. It is an inverted head and shoulder. Somewhat looks like it could break to the upside. So I'll be honest, the only thing keeping me somewhat bullish here is this 200 MA on the 45 minute. I can't give up on it. And the fact that the 1 minute reversed pretty nicely here from the bottom. All right. 58,250 right now for Bitcoin. Do we go higher or lower? Well, this is going to have to come back to the 21. He did get another little pump up. I'm surprised by that extra pump, but all it did was kind of pull the 21. These will have to come back at one point, I'm telling you. And then the length, that could be the next trade. So let me start to look at what's happening here. All right. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to trade, right? I got this awesome new campaign on WEEX, WEEX.com. Stop stressing about all the other things that you need to stress about and just focus on trading. All right. They make it so hard lately because you got to do all these other things. You can't even focus on trading, right? Because you're always moving around. You have to, you're getting kicked off here, over there. You just want a home. You want to be able to sit somewhere. You want to be able to trade. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all, right? 55.9. I guess I opened up a long on WEEX last night and I didn't even know. I don't even remember. Yeah. It's funny. Okay, let's take a look at WEEX.com here. So we're having an awesome campaign. You can jump on in, claim up to $20,050 in USDT bonus. Only 9 days left. And if you use my link, you get less fees. You have 9 days left to get my link. I would highly suggest you make it happen as soon as you can, but do whatever makes you happy. I find the best places with the least amount of fees. MEXC, also where I trade, has the least amount of fees. All right, MEXC really has the littlest fees of any single exchange in the game. That's why I trade MEXC. I don't trade exchanges because I want to. I trade the exchanges because I have to. They're the exchanges that basically have the best options for me, right? And I'm an efficient guy, as I told you. So I'm not going to do something that's not efficient when it comes to what I'm doing, right? Yeah, WEEX, I got to open up. They're still working on their TradingView link today, right? We're asking them to do all these extra stuff. But look, that 45 minute is breaking out above the 200 MA. Possibly that, technically when you make this trade, in the back of your mind, you're saying, well, we should stay above the 45 200, right? Now, this is technically buying a breakout. I like to buy the bottom of the pattern, but I'm keeping the 45 in my mind here, in the back of my mind, right? So the target for this would be 62,160. It would be a long, right? Maybe I'm logged out. I'm like, what? No. There you go. That lets you put how much money you want to put inside the trade, right? You want a long. I want post only if you can too. You want post only if you can. All right. The connection is stable, but you have to understand, I use so many things at the same time. And when I'm live streaming, it takes a bit of my connection away, especially when I have two futures connections open at the same time. So you're not going to get the same experience as me. I just want to make that clear to you. All right. But yeah, I want to be able to open that or take a look at it. Anyway, let's go back to the 45-minute time frame here. And wow, Bitcoin just consistently kind of like, this is odd. Usually the 1 minute doesn't keep pushing without touching something. You're getting a golden cross here too. So they're going to chew liquidity. It looks like though we may hit 59,000 and then take a dump again. Like we may top out at 59K today. I don't know. 58,430. And again, I missed my signal because I had made so many gains. I didn't need to take the signal. But if you had needed that, that would be beautiful. All I had to do was open up when that crossed. Really, it happened right when the stream began. Sorry to the people that haven't seen me before. I do it all the time. You're like, no, he doesn't. That's the only thing about me. I always question, like, what does someone think of that's never seen me? Do they know that I do all these things every day? You know what I mean? Because you have to go watch back all the footage and see all the things that I do. But anyway. So we'd open a position here, right? I'd be looking for this to come and hang out with the 21. It might make an upward flag the way this thing is running. It's looking super bullish to me. This is like the next trade that I'm looking at here. And I always build my trade before I get into the trade. I got to see the whole trade in my mind. If you're just hitting the buy button, I don't know there's something wrong. Like it's not how it works. You got to work through the trade for a while. You got to see the trade, believe in the trade, find the proper risk. Where are you going? This is how I plan. This is a visual plan. You plan the trade out, right? You know where you're going to get kicked off if you lose. You know where you're going to win. And then you set how much you can handle, right? Like this is like, again, I always do the 100 or 300. Why? Because a lot of these trades make $300 to $500. You know what I mean? This trade makes $500. It'll do it in an hour. Like it's not going to do it in 2-3 hours. It's going to be pretty quick. So now I have the trade set up. I don't take the trade yet, but I have the trade set up. If it comes further down to the 21, which I would like to, it would make a little more sense for me, right? So I watch. And again, it could lose the 21 and continue to dump. And that play, I don't take the trade. That's why I only take trades that I map out myself. You see? You got to map it out. There's a little bearish divvy there too. Kind of a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. Looks a lot like the daily did when Bitcoin dumped in the daily, right? Remember that? Now you go back to the 45 and you're like, well, what's going on with the 45? This is how a trader, this is like inside the mind of a trader, right? Okay, 45 staying nicely above the 200 MA. Okay, you can have this on another screen. Like I can duplicate this. I like to do stuff like that. I duplicate this and I throw it on the right screen here. I have 6 monitors all around me and I use them at my disposal. Okay, and I flip this to the 45 and I'm watching that 45 with nothing else on it, with the moving average clean. See, I'm watching it like this. All I want to make sure is that 45 closes a candle in 19 minutes above that 200 MA. If that happens, it gives me more confidence in the 1 minute trade. You understand? Using smaller and bigger time frames in conjunction with each other is how you mesh with time and become an amazing trader. People teach technical analysis, people teach indicators, but no one teaches how to mesh time and space. That's what I teach every single day here. How to use multiple time frames in conjunction with each other to see the market in a layered subconscious succession. This takes time because it takes a long time to understand the 1 hour. It took, you have to trade the 1 hour many, many times, like for hundreds and hundreds of times. I've traded the 1 hour hundreds of times. I've traded the 1 minute, probably thousands of times. I've traded the 4 hour hundreds and thousands of times in my life. Since I was 25 years old, I'm now 41. I've been trading all these time frames. You think about it. They start meshing with your brain. You start collecting the data. The data starts to sit. The data starts to find its way inside your brain. I have high retention. I have a very good memory, somewhat of a photographic memory, and that is my skill too. That gives me a little bit of an edge for most people. I have pattern recognition as well. Hey, Lois, that's why I grow a beard. That's how I can do voices. I can recognize the pattern of the voice and recreate the pattern. It's all pattern recognition. But voices is the same way I'm good at the charts. It's all pattern recognition. Anyway, so by seeing the patterns, and then I've played this shape many, many times in my life. When the 21 came, the Stokes were low, and I got paid. Does it mean I'm going to get paid? No. I could lose in front of you every single time, any single day. There's no guarantees. That's why I'm always amazed when the stream goes well and we end up banging on them, because it's like, hey, this was odds. I was playing the odds. But again, I've back-tested these odds, and they're pretty dang good. If you really sit in the market long enough, which most people won't, you'll be able to pay yourself with the market's odds, because over time, it pays the people who stay in the market, and it takes people's money who's impatient. It's just, that's what happens. I know that you have to touch this 21-day moving average to pump again. it's 90% accurate that that's going to happen. So when I tell it to you, I know I can say it on this channel and not look like a fool, not look like an idiot. And if you backtest the stuff that I tell you, you say, man, he knows what he's talking about. This guy's actually been there. It's very similar to war. If we go into war and I teach you how to stay, you know, all the different things I know about war, and I've never been in war, you're going to find out I'm full of old shoes. But if you go into war and you were with me in training and you're like, man, this guy really was in war. He told me all these different things that kept me alive. I'm going to do everything I can to keep you alive in these markets. The market makers try to take you out. They take retail out every single day. Most people never get where I'm at. Don't you understand that? They never get here. They try, they attempt. Keyword is they try, but they never get to these levels when it comes to trading. Why? Honestly, it's very, very hard. And most people give up along the way. It's just, they, you know, and that's why I'm here to motivate you. I had a motivator to help me not give up. When I had bad trades, you know, my mentor said, hey, we all had bad trades. You got to fight through this. When I wanted to give up, he said, hey, man, if I given up, I wouldn't be driving this Lamborghini right now. You know, he showed me his beautiful house. He said, I just bought a beautiful home. You know, I'm building a lake. Like, you know, what do you want to do with your life? Like, and I'm like, dang, man, he's doing all these awesome things. Why am I settling for the 9 to 5? Why am I settling? I was in a trading group just like everybody else in this right here. You know, I was watching YouTube just like everybody else. There was no difference between you and me. What is the difference? I took action on my life. I said, I'm going to do it now. I cut out the negative people. I stopped listening to the noise. I got out of my head and stopped overthinking, and I started creating. I started moving. I started believing. I really, really submitted to God. I go back into this, but when I finally submitted to God, full-blown submitted, meaning everybody around me was made by God, whether they treated me up or down, I had to respect life, right? I had to realize that love was the answer. That's submitting, you know what I mean? Fully submitting to God means that you are not fully in control. Every night when you go to bed, you say, dear Lord, thank you for everything which you have given me. What a blessing I've received. When you don't submit to God, it was all me. I did it all. I won all the money. I did everything. I did my channel. Me. No. God. Everyone says I'm egotistical. Some people say I am. I do say me a lot. I talk about myself. I'm only doing it to let you know that God helped me inspire myself. Like when I talk about myself, I feel like I'm being a billboard for God. God built me up. God got me here. God keeps me whole. God keeps me amazing. God is the answer, my friends. All right. And with that, no fear, I'll take this trade here on the long. We'll see what happens. I could easily lose this trade in front of you. I'm not risking a lot. I'd still be up on my day if I lose this trade. Stochastics got low. We went sideways. We touched the 21. We're at a point of control. All is setting up like we could get this continuation. The 45-minute is still above the 200 MA, but it is a sketchy day. I'll tell you, the 1 hour still doesn't look good. If this rolls over and dumps on me, I wouldn't be surprised. It can happen in 2 seconds. It's kind of a head and shoulder pattern there, actually. I might bail on this one. I don't know. Down $30 pretty fast, so we'll see. I would actually kind of sound strange, but I wouldn't mind losing a trade because I've won so many recently. People think there's something going on. Like, how does he win every single trade? That doesn't make sense. So I'd like to show you that I actually lose sometimes. It does happen to me. You know what I mean? I know it's rare. You're like, but no, here he is again in the green. The guy doesn't stop. He made $10 in 2 minutes. He made $20 in a minute. You know. But we'll see. I use the same signal over and over again. The touch of the 21 is my go-to when the Stokes are low, especially when they're curving like that. The banana curve of the Stokes gives me that liquidity grab. I'll tell you what, like 80% of my trades, they start green once I get in. Like they're green usually within the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then I never have to see them go red again. Not every trade, but many of them. And now look, we have 58,800 waiting for us at the upside. I may take some profit there, you'll see. A lot of times I do not go all the way to the target. I'll probably get out once I'm up $200 to $300. If that's the case, I'll move my stop loss to break even, and I will not be greedy. I already won a lot of trades today. So if you'd provide this win, I will be very appreciative of it, and I won't be greedy for it. I'll move my stop loss into break even as soon as humanly possible, and I'll take the gains that are given to me with blessings. All right, look at that, up $30 already. I'm already starting to get kind of trigger happy with this. Once I see green, I want to keep it. I don't want to give any green back. I am greedy with my greens, baby. I like my broccoli. Look at that. I like that. And now that we've moved that way, I can move the stop loss and bear. Now I'm only risking like $50. There's the shot that we want, up 65. Okay. There we go. And now we're getting the move here, right? And now Sammy starts the scalp. And now Sammy starts to scalp. Now Sammy's going to guarantee his $100. And I've already done this like 4 or 5 times today. So I can just keep doing this. And you guys see me do this all the time, every single day. And I'm not greedy. Because I'm not greedy, I'm going to take at least $118 in a minute. Bang, done. We're away from the 21-day moving average. We're going to come back to the 21. It's almost guaranteed that this will not continue to go to the upside. There's almost a 90% accuracy rate that this will come back to the 21-day moving average. Maybe a little bit of a pump. We might get somewhere here to 59K. What it tells you, no. You know what I mean? Also, we had the liquidity at 58.8. We just came where? To 58.8. Exactly where BOOKMAP said we would go. This is simple stuff, everybody. I teach it every single day. Let's grab that liquidity. Let's take money out of the markets. $100 every couple of minutes. You can do it 10 times a day, make $1,000, right? Dang near. Today is blasting to the upside. We're doing amazing. We won that trade in front of you. We showed you exactly how to protect capital. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. And now you know you're coming back to that 21-day moving average. That's likely going to be your local top for this high. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know. But from my years of data, it tells me that that's likely the local top of the high. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Respect, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Lifer, can you show us how to use... Oh, I'm sorry. It's too much comments, man. I wish I could help everybody that asked the question here. Look at that. That's just going to be a bit impossible. That rounded top made me not want to trade that flag. Yeah, but then you obviously don't know how to trade the stochastics in the 21. You get what I mean? Jelly bean. What's the other window you just pulled up? That's BOOKMAP. This is BOOKMAP. Link to description to BOOKMAP. I do get a commission if you sign up to BOOKMAP. Look, and now there's big red at 59.8. Now they're telling us they want to bring us further to the upside. They're now building the liquidity. They're injecting liquidity. They say, hey, I'd like to sell at 59.8. I got in down here on the lows. I want to bounce this back around on retail. These are the whales. That's 124 Bitcoin, 186 Bitcoin, 420 Bitcoin, 360 Bitcoin. So there's a big wall, a sell wall at 59,000. Lifer Vision cannot be stopped. Hi, Lifer, blessing to you. Mexi will launch a new coin, PNG. Can you take a look, please? I'm all set, man. Thank you, though. Appreciate you, Jay Solis. Yeah, I just don't want to go over new coins. Maybe I'll look at it. I don't want to be rude. I'm 18. Is trading on Coinbase Advanced good? Yeah, it's all right. It's just a lot of fees. You're the only one on YouTube who really explains his trades, man. Thumbs up. Thank you. Nice move. A little sell-off is healthy. Oh, yeah. And are we getting the pullback now? I'm surprised we're still pumping here away from the 21. That's just unlikely. You did it here and you gapped around. But you got to come back to that 21-day moving average. It's unsustainable. Now, you could go sideways. And this is how I win. And then I go to my next trade. See how I sell the local top almost every single time? You're like, how does he do this? Because I use the 21-day moving average. It's very simple stuff here. I do it every single day. I hope you find gains with me, and I hope you have a good time. My business is based off a probability that's going to win 70% of the time. So if I show up 100 days, then 70% of the time, people are going to see me win. I think I win even more than that. But, you know, we fine-tuned it even to be almost 90% accurate here on the channel, but it is what it is. Lifer, will you also do daily 100 USD giveaways? No. Jason Casper does, I don't know. People do that because they're hungry, man. You know what I mean? You could make enough gains with me. I don't need to give you $1,000. You could make it with me. Like, it's simple. I give you the skills. Anyone in my trading group shouldn't even want to win $1,000. Why? Because you can make it yourself. My dad used to play the lottery. He used to ask me why I never did it. I said, because I am the lottery, Dad. And he used to look at me. And I said, I am the lottery. I'm going to make $1 billion in this lifetime. I'm going to make more than the lottery could ever give me. So I'm not playing the lottery because that means I think I can't make it myself. You see what I mean? So, I mean, we put people in the trading group for free. I think that's far more valuable than giving you $1,000. If I give you $1,000, you might just lever trade it to zero because you got it free. But I put you in the trading group, you actually might change your life. You see what I mean? Money is not everything. Giving away money isn't the best thing every time, man. It's what a lot of the regular people are doing on the YouTube channel. I give away value for free every day. I'm already giving you $1,000. I'm showing you exactly how to scalp the market in front of you every single day. What the heck do you need $1,000 for? You don't. That's why I don't do these giveaways like that, because I'm already giving it away. You see what I mean? I'm already giving it away. And also, giveaways aren't good. They're sketchy, man, in my humble opinion sometimes. It shows the person's a little thirsty, in my humble opinion. Whatever, and that's my opinion. You can say whatever you want. I'm not taking shots. I'm just saying it shows people are thirsty. You're the only YouTuber who's confident enough to trade in front of 1,000 people and look good doing it. God bless you. Amen, brother. Thanks for the trade. 44.9, close long position for the symbol At price, 1 shares, position AV price was 5, currency, USD. Thanks you, Mike D, for explaining the entire trade to me. I don't have time to read that, though. Appreciate you, brother, though. Okay. So here we are. Our next scalp is brewing. The 45-minute is strong above the 200 MA. This looks like we can get ready for another move to 60,000. 60,051 is the target. Stop loss is going to be 58,354. We know 58.5 is a pretty strong area of support. Again, where there was 100, 120 for 490. This thing may just take off in a second, but let's hold off. How is giving money away and giving back thirsty? You're not here to feel hungry. Romanian is a coliseum. Yeah. Information is way more valuable. Give the membership, forget the money. I'm just telling you, a lot of people are getting sponsorship money, right? Some sponsors like, hey, I'll give you 20 grand a month to talk about Polkadot. And then they're giving the $1,000 away, bro. And they're not teaching you anything. I'm just saying, like, just look through the smoke and mirrors. That's all I'm trying to say. Again, some people are giving away $1,000 is the nicest thing they could do. I'm over it. I'm going to move on. All right. Yeah. You're the man. Appreciate all the Alpha Sam. Yeah. If you're new, you got to stay and listen to him. Also, everyone, I have my own opinions. And every time I have my own opinion, people get all pissy with me. How come I can't have my opinions? You know, it doesn't mean I'm like, I have my own opinions. Like, I think not dressing up in a suit on your live stream is foolish, but that's my opinion. You know, most people be, oh man, he's the most offensive guy. I can't believe he said that. But that's how I feel about my life. That doesn't mean I can't, you know what I mean? No one has to get offended how I feel about my life, right? More viewers, Sammy having to read really fast. Yeah, imagine greater than knowledge. Exactly. Your opinions are great as long as they agree with mine. You're funny, man. 100%, right? Well said. I'm going to take this long again. It looks like it's going to continue to pump here. We may get into a problem, though. It doesn't look amazing. There we go, up 25 bucks in a half a second. And I'm already going to start chintzy with that stop loss. I just want to take 50, 60 bucks out of this one. I'm already made damn near 1,400 bucks in the last few hours. So it's like, yeah, that's a bearish divergence. Doesn't look amazing. We're too far away for the 21. I moved my stop to break even, basically, almost. Now I can't really lose money, just the fees. I know I'm being very, very, very crazy with this one, but I don't want to lose money. I protect the purse at all costs. If I can take $38 or 50 bucks out of this, then I'll take it. I just keep taking what the market gives me. Look, that's another 50 bucks, right? Look, 50 bucks right there. That's great. And under 2 minutes, I'll take 50 bucks in 2 minutes. Give it to me. Thank you. We're too far for the 21, man. This has to come back. That's bearish div now. It's unsustainable. I can't even believe I took that trade. That trade was high nuts, high risk. But we won again, baby. We won again. And every single time you do that, right? Now, when I go back in for my next trade, look, I got 21,247 now. Soon I'll have 21,300. Then I'll have 21,400. And it grows, baby. It grows over time. All right? Next thing you know, you turn 20 grand into 22 grand. Now you're up 10%. You make money the slow way, baby. Nice and easy. You don't have to be crazy. Look, I just scalped another one for you. I'm showing you how do we do this. Bang, bang, bang. Again, win after win. It does not stop. Sam will unburden you from what has been. We need to be unburdened from what has been. Dude, if you can't see through that, I don't know. I don't even need to talk about it. But if you can't see through that nonsense, if you that gives me the heebie-jeebies if you buy into that. I'll be on. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be, yeah, I got to say it. Like, if you are unburdened by what has been and you can't, that doesn't make you laugh your butt off and just like, what the, I don't know what's going on, right? Anyway, you're one of the best. We get it, lifer. I had a prophecy that my career would be in my hands 25 years ago. Now I'm trading on my phone all the time. Amen. How many years it takes to become so accurate at trading like you? It took me 15, 16 years. It took me a long time. And if you use your emotions the wrong way, you can wreck yourself immediately. Look, I'd still be in this trade had I let it cook. I'll be honest, the feeling that we're taking this space away from the 21 is strange. These moves are strange to me. They're not normal. Like, that's a little, like, that's almost too much there. I would have made another $100 too had I let that cook. It's okay. Don't be greedy. And don't say woulda, coulda, shoulda. Dear Lord, thank you for the gain in which I had. Amen. I said I only wanted 50, 60 bucks. I got exactly what I asked for. Remember, we have the 45-minute open on the right side. It's continuing to cater And now we go to the 1 hour. If the 1 hour is going to break that 200 MA, I mean, we're going to push. This is kind of a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder, is it not? We're getting a strong move to the upside right now for Bitcoin. All right. 59.2 top coming. I just opened a scalp short. Do you think Bitcoin will pull back to 52K? Solana ripping. Let's talk about the Solana call that I gave each and every one of you. And look at that flag even just broke out here. Let's take a look at our baby Solana. We're going to look at Solana on a few different things. And I always talk about Solana. And I talk about, you'll see the trades we're talking about. But so that short did play out. Remember, when we flipped long, it got back into position, right? Bang, bang, bang. And then the initial long, I believe, was this flag here that I gave. And technically, I mean, and we went all the way to 155 from like 136. Technically, that long is still open because the stop was here. You would never have gotten out of the stop. Now, you broke the 1 hour 200 SMA on Solana. Solana front running Bitcoin. That's a bullish sign. Many times. Watch this. Let's go back into the history of Solana. All right. Especially after a dip. Look what happens when Solana reaches back above the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. Right here, it reached back above the 200 MA, and it began a catalyst of a beautiful move. Hung out just above it, and then it was gone. Look at that. Never went below the 200 again. All the way from the low price of $22 all the way to the high price where it eventually breached the 200 again at about 57. And we get to a high of 68 in that rally. Bearish divergence away for the 21 and the 200, away for the 200. When the 21 and the 200 get far apart, it tells you it's time to get out. See, whenever the 21 and the 200 far apart, you'll get bearish div and you'll dump. It's clockwork, man. Here it is again. The 21 and 200 far apart, you'll get bearish div, you'll dump. That's why I sell on the smaller time frames when I'm away for the 21, because I learned this on the bigger time frames. I took what I learned of the bigger time frames and struck it down into the micro. Okay? You can do this. I'm telling you right now, you can do this. Look, we got above the 200 on the 1 minute. We were gone. We got above the 200 on the 1 minute. On the 1 hour, we were gone. Sorry, excuse what I said. I misspoke. We got above the 200 on the 1 hour. We were gone. 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 What do you think might happen? Gone. Gone. If you take this trade right now with a stop below the 200 MA, what do you think the odds are that you'll win it? You see what I mean? What do you think the odds are that you'll win the trade? They're somewhat decent. All right. Now, I wish we had gotten here before the pump if you wanted to take the Solana trade because it's a little overbought now. But at the same time, look, I just see this coming back to the 21-day moving average and probably making a continuation pump here. You can almost say it's in a rising wedge, and does the rising wedge break out parabolically, right? Again, we're going to wait for the flag to play out, though. Back to the 21-day moving average. See, because I use the 21, I never chase. And, sometimes it does continue to pump. But it's so rare. It's very rare. All right? So Solana looks like it may, that could be a buy here that you never look back on. It goes all the way to $300. It really could be the buy of a lifetime right now. All right. I have $100 grand in Solana at 109. So I'm in deep. Lifer, your so-called that you just talked about made me so much money this morning. I made $470 from this financial call. You're the best, Lifer. 333. The best calls on YouTube, man. Shout out to Harry Beaver, man. We love you, brother. JJ, go educate yourself and make your own financial decisions. Yeah, Solana is a great ecosystem. Hey guys, I'm new at crypto. I have $5K to buy. What buy and when? We don't tell you what to buy. We'll never tell you how to deploy your crypto. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying to you should be taken as financial advice, right? Harry Beaver, you learned the education. These people are weirdos, man, right? 200 MA at 59.805 with the 1 hour. Once we break, we're going up. Interesting. Sam, can you do it on Dino XRP? Thank you. Been in the group 2 years now. Best thing I ever did. Shout out to Weed Siam. I love you, man. Gonna go rotate some of that profit into some BTC. Let's go. I love that. I love that. This community is awesome. Dump it, somebody said. So there's your bearish div now, right? It's weird. I don't know. I guess my mind is racing today. Can't seem to get it to calm down. I mean, I'm moving into my new house August 30th. So we got 22 days now. I got to start packing boxes again and getting things ready. It's one of them days, man. Sir, can I buy Solana now? I don't know. Can you? It's like my teacher, can I go to the bathroom? She go, I don't know, can you? May I is the question. You always say, may I? Anyway, I wouldn't tell you what to buy or sell. It's none of my business what you do with your money. Yeah. What's your stochastic with the R and the R? Can't see it. This is the stochastics RSI with divergences. It shows you the divergences. Right? Like, look at, bang, that one out before the pump happened. It showed you that there was a bullish divvy there. And boom, we skyrocketed to the upside. Sam, I didn't take the trade. My limit did not get filled. Hey, that's why I mark it in to the upside. I mean, Caspa is getting put on Kraken. Caspa on Kraken. And that's Caspa on crack, baby. But Caspa pumping nicely to the upside. Look, it's just following Bitcoin, everybody. Nothing crazy. Not above a 200 MA on the 1 hour yet. You know, nothing to write home about. Toying with the 200 MA. Honestly, Caspa, you want to see turn into something like this, right? You'd like to see it bounce and make an ascending triangle. Get tight and then get ready for its really big leg up. Honestly, that's going to be a majority of the bull run when we get to 40 cents for Caspa. People say $2 to $3 Caspa. I don't know. Maybe we go on a hyper cycle. I just don't see it. And I'm super bullish on Caspa. I think I'm going to sell at least 50% at 40 because that's a 40x. We got in under a penny, man. So we'll be 40xing, 45xing at that point. I think we should take some money off the table, right? It's a liquidity heat map, a part of WEEX. How do you turn that on? See it in your window. Yeah, you just go to VRVP there. You go up here to the indicators and type in VRVP. Might be VPVR. Everyone does it differently, but yeah. Visible profile, visible range. And there it is for you. 30 minutes, still actually pretty bullish. Hasn't changed its tune yet. Interesting. This is WEEX. You'll be able to move the stop losses the same way on WEEX. You can put your take profit, put your stop loss in here, and then you'll be able to do exactly the same thing. I always set it up first with my tool, my risk reward tool. I've been using that for years. It's my trusty tool. I don't take a trade without it. Right? I see Caspa just kind of doing its thing here. If Caspa does lose this, though, it will probably come down and test 9 cents. If Bitcoin falls down to 40 cents, you will see that. If Bitcoin holds, we'll be all right. It all really depends on what Bitcoin's doing. That's why we spend a lot of time on BTC. All right. Back to the perpetual. We've caught up with the 21 again. Every time you catch back up with the 21 and you don't lose it and you go sideways, it kind of says that the capital will get deployed. This actually wants to continue to pump again for more. I'm a little late on this if I jump in. If I don't jump in the next half a second. How did I know that candle was going to rip? It's like I can see it before it happens and then there it goes. Now I'd be buying the breakout. Which I don't teach people to buy the breakout. I really don't. It's like remedial. But dang, see the stochastics? Now I feel like I'm chasing. If I don't get in right there, my discipline starts to kind of like, man, you know. If I get in late, I put in half the amount. You see what I mean? Damn, that would have ripped though. I'd be up $50 already probably. I'm getting mixed signals. The 1 hour is coming to the 200 MA. If the 1 hour flips that, I have to long it. No matter what, I have to long it. No matter what the indicators say, no matter how overbought we look, I have to take that if that happens. Looking like we're going to hit the 21-day moving average first. It looks like we may get a nasty rejection here at 59,000. It's setting up for a pretty nice short ability. Careful too at the top of the bigger rising wedge. Exactly. You're spot on, Apartment Records. Airy too late. Stay calm. Take it live. Amen. Bitcoin pump to the CME gap. You're funny. Let's take a look at that CME gap. That cup and handle just continued to play out had you just stayed in it, but you would have lost it all, had to come back down and then pumped again. I'm not with that. I'm selling there, getting back in and riding it back up, right? Sammy, what are your thoughts on Camino Finance? I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Has getting over the 45-minute 2 MMA. Yeah. Oh, Cass is doing that too now. That's somewhat bullish. C-Matic, please. Yeah. Only attract. Never chase. That suit looks mad layered. I'd have to have air conditioner in there. Got to. Oh yeah, for sure. This is a very thick wool, like New York suit for sure. Out here in Florida. You bet, man. Handcrafted. Sam, did you profit in your first year of trading? No way, I did not. No way. Are you kidding? Actually, my first couple of trades, I might have in my first year, but I only made some long-term trades. The first big trade of my life, I turned $2,000 into $8,700 on a silver stock. I took a shot. I got an email. They kept telling me about it at 30 cents. It went to 50 cents, 60 cents, and then 87 after them telling me about it at 30. I finally aped in, and then it continued to pump. And that thing pumped. Great Panther Limited. My man Sammy, always dressing for success. I dare you to walk outside in that suit. I'll do it. I'll do the trash too. Romeo, want me to I'll jump in the pool. Romeo from New Orleans. Baby, great info. Amen. Sam, will you get an alligator skin suit ever? Yeah, probably. Why not? Especially in Florida, baby. You know what I mean? Why not? Let's do it. You know? So that's bearish div there. You can already see it without almost seeing it. But again, I mean, touching that 21 is righteous. When you keep pumping like this and the 21 wants to ride with you, it's telling you that it wants to keep the trend alive. It says, hey, the average is with you. Why don't you continue to take the average? Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Crypto Billy, I love you. I better be one of the first people on your YouTube channel. And we'll have you on the channel. I haven't had a lot of people on the channel recently because I guess people will just want to make games with me. Whenever I do an interview, they get bored, but I kind of want to get back to the interviews. I liked having people just for myself, even if it wasn't for anything else, just for me to interact with other people. You know what I mean? It really wasn't even about the views. It was just like, I do things just for me, and if the views come, so be it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a pawn to numbers my whole life. I'm going to be myself, man. That's no way to live. Again, I want to push things forward, and I do look at the statistics, but I'm looking for this long here to the upside for BTC. Possibly starting to make a nice move. We don't know yet for sure. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. On our way to 29,000. We're getting a lot of movement here. 28,500. Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep coming. Shout out to the 2,000 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. There's a 2K gap between 21 and the 200. You will be, bro. Thank you. Amen. That's right. Seek. Amen. Yep. So look, I mean, this looks like our next trade may be in position here. 61,168. Can't tell you how many times these outrageous measured moves I have actually play out. Pretty awesome. 58,658. I'd like to be below 650. And again, this could dump. I'm not saying I'm getting into this trade right now. I set up the trade before the trade happens. If you're a beginner just watching my channel, I preemptively set up every trade I take before I take it. I want this trade to do this. I'd like this trade to go like this. If this loses the 21, or it might make a right shoulder and then lose the 21, it's going to dump to the 200, back to the point of control. All right. The 1 hour right now is exemplifying a rejection of the 200 MA. That could start a pullback. Look, the indicator is flashing bearish divergence. It's been pretty spot on many times. It flashed the bullish here and it caught the bottom. Trying to tell you that that's the top right now. I wouldn't be surprised if 58... Yeah, 59.2 was the top. I had a feeling that was going to be the top. Redo, top mean on ton, which listed on Binance today. I know Redo. Hot little coin. Let's take a look at Redo real quick. Funny, I always get this je ne sais quoi. I feel like Redo does have that feeling. Ton doesn't have a lot of dog memes on it either, so if you're going to go for a meme on Ton, it's beat to the ground at this point too. Everyone was like, it's the one. I mean, it was the one if you had sold up there. It's at previous support or resistance. It may continue to come back. If you believe in the mean, if you believe in Ton, if you think Bitcoin's going to continue to pump, then so will Ton. If Ton will pump, then memes will pump on Ton. So if you believe in Bitcoin, then buying a little bit of Redo on Ton makes sense to me. But again, you got to figure that out for yourself. Look at the makers, 777. That's kind of weird, huh? 777 on the makers. No lock liquidity, though. I need to see that locked. There should be a lock symbol there. If there's no lock there, then it could be a rug pull, man. And I could be wrong about that, but I like to see a lock symbol there. Like, look, let's look at a bigger coin. Like, let's just say MAGA, right? Just, you know. You should see a big locked symbol right there next to the liquidity. If you don't, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. And again, I could be wrong, but yeah. Only the daily, we have the perfect touch of the supply line from the all-time high. The next lower high on March 31st. Also the daily 200 MA, big rejection point. The best would be to come back to the 200 and then catch that flag to the 200 on the 1 hour. Yeah. I honestly see a short brewing, everybody. As sad, and I want to be super bullish for everybody, but I don't know. I see this as like a kind of a nasty little flag that may want to come all the way back down. Now you're getting a gap on the 7. The 7's gapped from the 21. That's a quick short back to the 21-day moving average. You see, you can likely short that now. So look, I'll show you. We lost the 21 on the 1 hour time frame. Usually says you're going to make the right shoulder. Once you lose the 21, look, we didn't lose it the whole time. Once you get below it, I've learned how subtle things I have to look for when I'm trading high leverage on the 1 minute. That tells me we're likely going to drop. So then I go to my 5. Where's the way? See, look, when the 5's that far away from the 21, you set up your short now, right here with the stop loss at the wick, and you take this down. Looks like we may go further too. No guarantees, but it's likely. The 1 hour did not get above the 200 MA. Right? So now I'm able to flip short immediately. Take profit would be 57,319. All right. Stop loss would be at 59,228, which was basically that topping signal there. Again, I'm not going to over leverage myself. I'm going to risk just 90 for 300. I don't always short the market, right? But this is likely going to drop down to the white line now, and I could take this move down. We did this morning on the 15-minute. It was a beautiful trade. Same exact trade that we played earlier this morning on the 15. 90% chance this will go our way, but you never know. Anything could happen. It could flip up in a second and start going back up. But again, everyone longed up here. All late retail has stop losses here. There's a bunch of liquidity for us to eat right here because you have to remember, they don't think about their trades like we do. They jump in emotionally. So when they jump in emotionally, there's a bunch of liquidity there waiting for us. Look, we're already up $11 immediately. Isn't it crazy how my trades start green the second we get into them? Don't you find that uncanny? Now watch it drop down to the white line. Now I can start to print money and bring the stop loss down again. I would love it if I win this trade. If I win this trade, I'm walking away for the rest of this. I'm just going to stop at this point because I'm running a straight clinic. Sometimes you sound like Joel Osteen. I don't know. I think I've listened to him 1 or 2 times in my life. I don't know. He's got the mega church, right? And lives in a $50 million mansion. But hey, man, if that's where God wants him to live, he preaches God every single day. Trade turn green immediately means you got the right call. Uncanny, Cup and Sammy. Looks like I may lose. I don't know. We'll see how this works out, but it's likely we're going to win. I'm 17 on the trade. Let's get some more intense music here on the trade, right? You guys want to make it more intense? I got an idea for you. How about a little bit of space race? Huh? How about some space race, huh? All right, I got you. You guys said you wanted space race. I could feel it. I feel like you guys wanted space race. Let's get this trade going. Let's get the hype moving. They got to bring it up a little bit to induce more long so they can flush them again. That's what I've learned too. They always want to, and then eventually they'll flush it. You're too far for the 21-day moving average. Many, many times you come back down to it. Can Sammy win the short here with the intense moment of trading? We're honed in. It's 11:16 in the morning. August 8th. 8-8, baby. 8-8, man. Let's roll that dice on 8-8. 88, baby. 88. I'm getting out when we hit that white line, baby. That's it. No games. Feed me my money, man. Feed me my money, please. I feel like I'm up the most I've ever been, but I'm not. It's weird. The candle seems deeper than it ever was. I got my first $100 this month on my own. I join your group. You will get it. Joe locked his church during the Hurricane Katrina and will not let anyone take shelter. I don't know about that guy. That's crazy. There might have been insurance reasons for that, though. Someone might have got hurt and then sued him. You don't know the real reasons. His lawyers might have told him to do that. You never know true implications when something's a corporation, but I get it. There should always be a moment to help others, man. Hey, Lifer, if the price is above the 200 on the daily, is that a good support point for the price to bounce off of? The price is not above the 200 on the daily, but I mean, yes, if your altcoin is doing that, yeah. Flush it, baby, flush it. Let's go, baby, let's go. Let's go, baby, let's go. Sammy, please speak for a moment about your live courses. The last Saturday of every month, I teach a live class where I go over it's 3 hours really, 9 a.m. to 12. And I go over my entire strategy, why I do what I do, how I use the moving averages, and how I see the market. I teach you where I got into Bitcoin and why. I show you how to use divergences. I give you a 9-point checklist to explain all the things that I use. You'll have a system to trade by when I'm done with you that'll make sense. All right? And you'll be able to trade that system day in and day out. Now, again, remember, I'm not always right. This may go up and down like this and may continue to pump, and I may lose this trade. There's no guarantees I'm going to win. Yeah. We don't agree with your opinion, but that's okay. We're not supposed to be the same 100%. I don't suggest you to agree with everything I say. All right. Watch, so it's leading the whole rally. Of course it is. My life fell apart, Sam. First I hear submit to God, went broke, and at 42 just found out I'm going to be a father again. I'm lost, but needed to hear that. You know what, man? You're in a really good spot right now. Because when I was at my lowest point, I began to build my highest point. Without my lowest points, I never would have been where I'm at today. I got this suit when I was down, out, and broke. My girlfriend at the time gave it to me, who's now my wife, because a guy basically got it made and never paid for it. It sat there for months. They eventually asked me, hey, does it fit your boyfriend? I put it on. They let me take it home. My whole point of the story is, now I'm wearing it and everyone thinks I'm the man, right? Your lowest points are going to build you up, man. I'm telling you right now, like cherish them. Because now when you get really up there and things get pretty good, you're going to remember like, dang, it's going to be pretty hard for me to get that low again. So how do I find that? How do I find the grit? The grit comes from being down and out. You know what I mean? Without being down and out, where's the grit? There's no grit. I know I owe all my wins to all my grit, all my pain. You know what I mean? The Smothers family worked in the mud. The cows, it gets muddy on those rainy days, right? You got to shovel that manure. You got to get your hands dirty, bro. No one's going to milk those cows for you. So, people here know about hard work, man. And that's why we like this group, and that's why we have an amazing trading group here. Because people understand hard work. All right? And I don't have to be a big shot. You don't have to swing big amounts of money. It's about being consistent. Spend all your free time here learning, and you'll soon be on top. Amen. Amen. You look very, very elegant today, Sammy. Great. Thank you, Marta. May God bless you. Dang, man, we may not win this trade. I want to win every single trade I put out. That's kind of crazy, right? Like, I get pissed when I lose one trade, but it's kind of like doesn't make any sense. Like, it's unrealistic to think you'll win every trade. That distance for the 21 is big, though. I'll look at another time frame. There might be something I'm not seeing on the 1 minute. The 1 minute is still above the 200 MA. And actually making a bit of a bull flag here. 1 minute actually may want to pump us and take away my gains. Dang, man, I wanted to see this one play out perfectly. 1 minute is strange, but I saw this earlier today. The 1 minute was in this flag, said it was going to pump, but the 50 minute was away for the 21. We just got a lackluster pump, so this should be a lackluster pump and a dump. We should not break this previous high. We should roll over. This should just come up and roll over because we're too far for the 21 on the bigger time frame. It doesn't make sense. Like, this shouldn't be happening. It doesn't make sense right now. Like, it has to come back to this 21. In my defense, I've seen this in very bullish times. You'll make an upward trending flag and you'll just keep trending up and the 21 will reach you and then you'll pump. What's cool about that is you don't usually lose the short too bad because you won't get stopped out on the short and you'll be able to recognize the probability of the long before you even get stopped out of the short. That's why I like using, my signal like this. Right? Funny, I'm like, why is this the music that's on right now? Beauty and chaos. It's very likely I'm going to win this short. I'm telling you right now. With high probability, I'm going to win. It's just random, bro. Somebody could come in and buy and it'll ruin your TA. It's not, though. See? Because I've done this for years and that's just not what happens. Because there's more bots controlling the market than someone coming in and buying. And the bots are seeing what I'm seeing. And so the bots will take over. And the probability of the bots will win, man, because they do more than you do. So you got to understand the algorithm and how it works. We will come to this white line, mark my words, man. Watch when we do it. And I get to walk away and say, hey, there it is. And you'll be like, how did he know? Because I've watched it happen. Look, it happened here, guaranteed. Right here, it happened, guaranteed. We got too far. Right here, it happened. We got too far. Right there, it happened. It's going to happen every single time. Right there, we had a nice pump. I'm back to that 21, baby. You can believe me here if you want to, or you can deny me. It's up to you. I'm just giving you years in the market. I don't know what else to tell you. All right. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. We're also going to take a look at gold and the DXY, the dollar index. We're going to take a look at the Japanese yen. We're going to talk about what is the carry trade. We're going to let you know exactly what happened to the world markets and why they dumped and why we still might be out of the water yet completely. All right. Yes, I did buy the dip, but there's a chance that we're not out of the dip yet. All right. This trade is sideways now for 7 minutes. All right. Shout out to the channel sponsor, I Trust Capital. All right. If you want to be able to deploy your capital for the future inside of a retirement account, an IRA, you can do that. You can put Ton in there, Solana in there, MakerDAO, XRP, you name it. Man, unbelievable. Right. And you can store it for a long time. You can also get the cryptocurrencies. When you're done and you're like, I want my Bitcoin, they send you Bitcoin. All right. All right. Yeah. RSI and bear control zone. Shout out to Jason Casper in the house, man. God bless Jason. Thank you for being here, man. I still don't understand why we haven't gone to the 21 yet. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's not making sense to me at this point. You know? This is not supposed to happen. It's one of these right here. Blah, blah. They're just inducing longs, in my humble opinion, but I could be wrong. I might lose. Just doesn't make any sense. The 1 minute does look raw, though. Looks like I'm going to get taken out. Maybe it makes a higher low, does divergence, and then comes back down. I got faith this is the double top. I'll keep that stop right there and don't even stress it. Let's get back to the total market cap. There's still a high likelihood I win that trade. All right. Are you going to make an M on the 1 minute before? It's possible, Billy Eatman. I just said that. You're spot on, my friend. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Do it in front of 2,000 people. Mad respect. Legend. Thank you. Jason, you're the other OG. Teach a life about the 618. You're funny. I've been using the 618 for a long time, man. Anyone that trades for at least 10 years is going to know all of the similar things, right? You're going to know your 618. You're going to know your 786s. You're going to know your Fibonacci retracements. Yeah. It could make a way. Me and Jason use the 618, both almost exactly the same. Many times I haven't been able to watch him as much recently. Number one, he doesn't go live as much as he used to, so he doesn't pop up. Maybe he will now, but last few months I haven't seen him as much, so I haven't been able to watch him as much. You know what I mean? I only get to watch YouTubers when I'm done streaming and they pop up for a second and then I watch them. So if they're not streaming a lot, I'm not going to sit there and go through their content. I don't have the time. I'm making my own content and I'm helping people in the trading group 24/7. I don't have time to watch other YouTubers. But when I did watch him, me and him did use the 618 very closely. Like, I'd see a 618 retracement. That would be here where he was waiting for a bounce. Very similar stuff. He just used a few trigger waves. You know what I mean? I'm being telling you, the stochastics RSI are the trigger waves. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, right? So if you use the stochastics RSI, it's very similar to trigger wave. I got Market Cipher years ago, and I still own it. I paid for the lifetime of it just because I wanted to find out how it worked. Right? I figured it out. I could teach it to you if you want, but where what? I just want to show you something that'll blow your mind. Invite only here, yeah. Market Cipher B, right? Look, see the blue wave? It's the stochastics RSI. See my double dom? Double dom. See my loop? My loop. See my 1, 2, 1, 2. Like, CryptoFace is just trading the stochastics RSI, my friends. It just made the look different. It's exactly what, you know, I'm trading. So when I make a long and CryptoFace makes a long, we're doing the same thing, man. And when I call bullish divergence, we get a green dot. It's very simple. Like, anyway. Head and shoulder on the 1 minute forming. Sam, do you use the 21 only when the candle crosses the MA? And is it far away from the 2 at MA? Look, I'm going to win this trade, man, when they double top me. Actually, we may go sideways and I may just get nothing out of the trade. That could happen. Headband shoulder on the 1 minute forming. Yeah. For the first time in 4 years, I saw this flash on Monday and wasn't scared. Instead, I viewed it as a fire sale full of excitement and overwhelmed with buying options. That's the thing. Because you're the opportunity, man. You got to believe that you're the opportunity every single time. All right? Trade the Bob Felicia. Sam, we go to 57, 90%. Look at the bear divs on the 5 at the 15 minute. Thank you, my friend. Shout out to Pashushi. You're funny, man. Pelosi. You're funny, dude. You guys are funny. Possible head and shoulder on the 1 minute. If I had a pound for every time I get told that's your opinion when it was a fact, perception when it was a fact mixed with ignorance. Agreed. I've told people like water freezes at 32 degrees and they're like, that's your opinion, man. And I'm like, all right, I guess. Daily bullish div, sweet. Yeah. Hey, don't say that. That's mean. Don't ever hate on people. Not cool. Bang them, Sammy. How does it take to get into a Discord group after paying? 2 seconds, man. Yeah. Based on the green dot. Long to 62.8 based on the green dot. Yeah. Can you share your point on token value? You think it will recover? I still hold it. You don't know what's going to happen to it for sure. Nobody knows. I don't know. We're flat. Remember, it's Thursday. Thursday, markets get flat at about 12 o'clock, especially after a major liquidation event. I've seen it many, many times. We're coming to this white line, whether we go sideways to it. Honestly, it looks like we go sideways to it and we continue to pump. I may just, that looks like we're going to, so now what I start doing is setting up the long. You get it? Looks like the short ain't going to, we're going to hit the 21, but it looks like we're going to hit the 21 at like somewhere here now. Like we're on a course to a bigger pump. That's what I see happening now. And the sad part is Tyler Chris created market. I don't know, man. I'm not getting into that. The second 2 seconds down, 55 in profit. Now it reaches 100. I'll put it all the value back to you and buy 1 month. You do whatever makes you happy, man. All right. Appreciate the knowledge to you and your family. Thank you. Jay, a legend, just like Lifer. You can't hate on someone who gives value to people. One of the nicest people in the space who preaches God every single day. Jason Casper, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Also grows his own food. You know what I mean? Is a family man. Like, me and him have many, many things in common. And we battle the markets every single day. We don't stop. He doesn't stop. He inspired me to keep it moving. I'm not going to lie. Like, I saw the best in the space. And I saw that the best in the space took a few days off. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do what they do, but I'm never going to take a day off. All right? And it rustled a few people's feathers at the beginning. They're like, dang, who's this Lifer guy who just doesn't stop? But I mean, look what it did. It paid off, did it not? Right? Our name rings bells now, right? The Lifers, man. I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to pump now. I'm out on that short. Yeah, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Also, not my model. I've only traded it like 10 or 20 times, like back to the 21. I usually repost and go back to the, and I usually just wait for the longs to keep pushing. Like I go long, then I go long, then I go long, and eventually I get stopped out and I walk away. Like today, I have won so many trades that like, it's like, oh, a $37 loss ain't gonna hurt me too bad, right? What if we pump and short squeeze above the CME gap? Honestly, I like this right now. I like the long right now. It's like I'm switching back to the long. 61, 284. Stop at 58, 420. Now back on the long now. Stochastic's resetting. Wait for the 21 to catch up to price action. Should wait for the 21 to catch. I'm being a little risky today because I already won a bunch of trades. So I'm doing some things that I might not normally do. Like if I hadn't opened up any trades today, I'd be like waiting to the 21. I'd be a lot more sketchy of my trade, but I'm like a little freer with it today because, hey, I'm up a lot. So to learn to turn off your emotions when things go sour. Love with the reverse function when margin trading on MEXC. It's all right. I'm not in love with it. Who's Rusty and what did it do to his feathers? You're funny. So I rustled the crow's feather with my beautiful mind. It's up for you to define. Did not parole, get used to the time. Call and collect, not using a dime, not giving. You sent us to stuck and carried away like the wind to a Dutch. Woo! Stay in the short, Sammy. Damn, all this changing of the mind. Well, it's up to you. It's bigger time frames, you know? I'll be honest, that 21 creeping up tells me not to be in the short. But you never know. 15 minutes says you're coming back to the 21 for sure, right? Interesting. I feel like the environment has a huge foolish bias. Would you interview Tom Crown as you two have love for each other and would love to see it? Goats of trading. Yeah, definitely. Markets are always changing. Just went from that short to long instantly. Yeah. They are faking along. Maybe they are faking along, right? And then they're going to drop it. I'll be honest, the 21 depicts what happens, though. They're playing with price action right now, for sure. 15-minute bear div suit. Yeah, the bear's div is there. Your first thought was right, Sammy, the short. You never know what's going to be right or wrong, my friends. That's the problem. Remember, you're above the 45-minute 200 MA. That's a bullish sign. Watch this thing just blast. Fed printed money today. That's a good sign. Have you ever used the reversal button? I have like 2 or 3 times. I'm not a fan of it. What do you think of XRP price now that the legal case is over? Nothing, Burger Man. So total market cap. Beautiful bounce here on the daily. All we need to do is get the daily to bump out here. Once the daily cracks 2.1 trillion, we're back in action, really. And this could be a head and shoulder here. You see? And then we can break on out of here to the upside. All right. It wants to break that 1 hour 200 MA. 59K, baby. Resistance at 59 seems to be the place. See, right there, we should have dumped to the 21. We didn't. That's when I knew to end the short. All right. For now. And again, maybe we go sideways and I don't get anything. That happens. 2-3 hours go straight. You don't really get it. You don't get it out. You know? Have you ever used the reversal button? Once I used the reversal button all day till my account was at 0. Yo, every time I've used it, it's been a horrible move, bro. Like, I've never like, let me just reverse now. Let me reverse again. Let me reverse again. Just getting chewed up. You know what I mean? Look, I made the money back that I just lost too, so I'm good to go so far. Tell you, that 21 teaches me a lot about price action. The flop and the grow button. Amen, dude. Amen, dude. Amen. And there you go, man. There's the pump to the upside now, right? Up 73. And now Sammy goes into position like he does and makes it, or he makes the gain. And we do this every day. It gets old for me. But look, we're getting too far for the 21. It's telling me that this is probably a lackluster pump. But look, I got my money back and some, right? And I'm out. What I made like $60, right? But I got my money back from playing with that short. And now it definitely looks like the short is in control. Let's go to the 15-minute and take a look at what's happening. Again, same thing could happen here that we just saw on the 1 minute. You're supposed to come back to the 21, but you may not. You may go sideways and the 21 may catch up to price. If that happens, we are going to continue to the upside. Look, 59,000. If you just took the short, the long with me, you just caught the long to the upside, right? Above the bigger rise wedge, if we hold Michael parabolic, reverse button never worked in my favor. Sam, you use MEXC. Do you have dual citizenship? Yeah, exactly. We're so bad. Yeah, for some reason, the fees of this stuff just add up and you don't walk away with no wins. I walk away with wins. The fees do not add up. If you hold the MEXC token, you pay half the fees. So look, how much were my fees? They were small. Let's take a look at the position history or order and trade history. I paid $1.27 in fees right there on that move, right? Nothing. Also, the more leverage you use, the more fees you're going to take because you're using their money. All right. So when you use more of your own capital, like if this was at 70x leverage and I was, everyone thinks high leverage is great. I think it's okay. I use 77x leverage at the right time, but I prefer using bigger capital and smaller leverage. Like I prefer to use 100 grand and 20x leverage than use 10 grand and 100x leverage, or 200x leverage, I meant with the reverse button. Oh, yeah. If you hold Binance coin and Binance, do you get fees cut down? Yeah, everyone has to explain what you're saying. You can't just comment on something, Jamal, because I won't know what you're talking about. Coinbase included Kendu in their new wallet video. Very interesting. Interesting. First time I watched you today and I followed your short and lost. And lost, you were convinced. Thank you, man. Yep, I'm the worst trader ever. Don't ever watch me again. I lost one trade for $37. I'm absolutely horrible. Never watch me again. You'll never learn anything from me. Lee Payne, I can't help you, man. Is Castle making the right inverted head and shoulder? Any suggestions? Yeah. What is the short key you use to invert your chart on the trading view? That's Alt-I. Kraken gets me for 10 to 20 per buy. Oof. That's crazy. That's crazy. See, that's unacceptable behavior. This is what's called the Twisted Sister. I developed this system. I now wait for price action to either take one of the two flags. All right, you can pull a Fibonacci here too as well and see if you come back to a 618. I've seen that come in confluence with a support or resistance. If this makes the flag, we take the trade again. Here, we depict the trade before the trade happens. We're ahead of the trade again. You don't just jump into trades. There has to be a plan before every single trade. There has to be risk-reward management. You have to know what you're doing. You can't do whatever you want, okay? It doesn't work like that. People who cry about fees and taxes have poor mentality. You should work on your mentality. Scared of making money because you have to pay fees and taxes keeps you poor 100%. I'm happy you said it and not me. People get pissed when I tell the truth. They don't like it when I put it right in front of them, but that's the facts, man. The brokest people worry about taxes. What about the taxes, though? Why don't you make some money first? I did the same thing. I was broke as a joke. I went to my accountant. What about the taxes? My accountant said, why don't you... He looked at me literally like a grown man. He was a 54-year-old man looking at a 27-year-old kid or 30-year-old guy. And he looked at me and he said, like straight up, why don't you make some money first? Like he literally put me in my place in that office. I was like, what about the taxes? He said, Sam, why don't you make some money first? Then we can actually do the work and figure out how to take care of those taxes for you. But you got to make some money first so I can work for you, buddy. You know what I mean? So I got put in my place by a man older than me. I'm just doing the same for you. I don't mean to offend anybody. But I think tough love is the best love you can have, man. All right? I must have made a lot. Lessons learned today. When at overtime at work, never take trades. Amen. I used to do that too. I'd be really late at work, opening up trades. I remember my first black swan a few years back. Bitcoin went all the way down in just hours. Yeah. Just joined the 99. Excited to learn. Thank you, Hadid Kamani. And if you join for the year, you do get a discount. Let's go MSI. I don't know what that means. Thank you. I couldn't even read it. Jamie sniped that thing. Jamie's fast with the fingers today. I think we're approaching an important level, 2 trillion in the market cap. We probably won't break through it first try, but I don't want to hold this short on futures at the moment. We might as well get a green candle. Tough love is the best, man. Yo, Jason teaches tough love, man. He's nice, but he teaches tough love. I hope to pay millions in taxes. Amen. I like you. Namaste from India. Made good money in Bitcoin and ETH in both. Just opened a short. Yeah, my bad, brother. I'm just on the road multitasking. You should push the talk. I'll be more elaborate next time. My bad, man. And you're working hard out here, man. Shout out to the 2,086 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Let's go, baby! Woo! It's been a fun session. I've taught a lot. You've learned a lot. We've had a good mix of energy. I'm feeling like I've done my part. You're feeling like you've done your part. The synchronicity is spinning. It's moving. We are keeping the frequency high. We are resonating. We are flying. Our frequency is ripping. Yes, I'm out of my mind. Don't you worry about it. I'm in control, though. All right? 7-minute is coming back down to that 21-day moving average, man. It's just like, come on, you can't gap away from that too far till you come back down. I know this to be true. There's almost a bearish divvy here now forming in a way. It's like a class C bearish divergence. But look here, you have bearish div as this swings up to up and this does swing down. That's bearish divergence of the 7-minute time frame. It would tell me to short this again back to that 21-day moving average, right? Hey, Sam, do you ever use apple cider vinegar instead of the lemon water? I have apple cider vinegar, but I would not want to use that. No, that'd be gross. But I do take a shot of it for the gut health. I heard that Bill Gates bought Bragg's, though. Is that true? Is this true? Because now I'm like sketched out to use it. You know what I mean? If you buy Bragg's apple cider, stop. See? Because Bill Gates bought it and changed the ingredients. This is already a supernatural product that helps with our health naturally, and this fool bought it and made it poisonous. So dye a different brand or make your own. Isn't that crazy, bro? So now you have to get a different type, North Coast. We switched to this one when finding out the news about Bragg's. Yeah, I have a bottle of Bragg's in my house right now. So be careful, man. Yeah, all right. Wow, literally drinking that right now. I know. Mandela effect. Bragg's is now Bragg. No, it's Bragg's. I don't know, man. Well, if it is Bragg, it's Bragg's, right? You add the S to it, right? That's funny, man. He's 75x levered. How much money did you make, though? We need to see the money. Sammy Cup and Handy foaming. Can I ask it about Mexi? Yeah. Just, if you're wondering about Mexi, go to WEEX.com and sign up to the campaign today. All right? Don't worry about anything else but trading. Focus on trading, man. All right? Shout out to our channel sponsors, Decrypted.tax. I know you guys are all talking about taxes. Well, I have the best place for you to go for your taxes. Go to Decrypted.tax today and get it situated. Maybe your old taxes don't make you feel right. Maybe you want to handle them now before it's too late. Whatever it is, get a free consultation today. Find out the information you need from a tax attorney and a CPA. Decrypted.tax. All right. And thank you so much for the sponsorship. We appreciate it. All right. Funny, the 1 minute just keeps wanting to rip. It's weird today. Price action's acting strange. We're not, that's a bearish divvy, man. On the 7-minute time frame, and you're away from the 21. The moving average is starting to get far apart. All right. God bless you, Sam. Thanks for the stream. Also, ACV is the best. What is ACV? The ACV. What is ACV? Vinegar. Oh, apple cider vinegar. See how slow I am, dude? I am slow, dude. Like, I am not that quick. All right? As you can see. But I guess my mind's so open to what people are asking me. So I'm thinking you're talking about a trade, or I thought you talked about the brand. I usually do long these flags, right? Let's get rid of everything here and see what's happening on the 1 minute. 1 minute is strong. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't make sense, though. I would short the 7 and the 15 again. I really believe you got to short this 15. The more I do it, the more addicted I get to it. Like, that's going down to the 5th. That's going to the... I'm telling you, I've studied this my whole life. It's like... It's weird, though. Hey, there's a lot of buy pressure right now. That's what you can say. You can feel the buy pressure. Because what's normally happened recently isn't happening right now. So there's some type of big boy deploying capital here. And it's fight. Every time there's a lot of people selling off. So anytime you can even stay flat, it means there's buying in there. It's like it's a buy pressure, man. Like, I don't know. Being away from that 50 makes me not want to take the scalp, but like that looks possible now. Hey, I keep winning, so I might as well try it again. See, when you keep winning, you're like, all right, I know this shouldn't play out. I know this flag should not play out. You see? But I take it anyway. I don't know. Let's see. Let's shoot for Winded. I love this track. See, this is what I call an ascending cup and handle. The cup and handle moves to the upside, right? Says it's going to pump again, man. I just got to keep taking what the market gives me, even though I don't. It's so sketchy. That says it's going to rip. I guess we're going to gap away from the 15 even more, but that's just, I've never seen that. It's a bit odd. I'll be honest. If I win this trade, it would be odd, but I'm going to take it because I'm going to do what the market tells me to do. Low stochastics touching the 21. I win 90% of the trades I take like this. So it tells me I'm going to win this trade. The probability says I will win this trade. You see? Come on, baby. My whole life is watching the 1 minute. Then I get out of the stream and my wife's like, can you? And I'm like, yo, I need a moment to breathe. I really do. You know? Like I just battled. I sweated out in a suit. You know my armpits are all wet right now. You know how they are. Look, you guys don't want to see them. See? Every time, man. I ruin suits and shirts and I don't even care. I'll just buy another one. You know what I mean? It's like a napkin to me. A suit is like a napkin. Like I stopped caring about things, man. Like the little things in life. Like I care about my kids. I care about each and every one of you. I care about the win. But everything else is like whatever's. You know what I mean? Pocket squares, suits, shirts. You can always buy another one, right? I'm moving the stop loss to break even immediately here. I'm being so grimy on these. I don't like to lose any money. I'd rather make 38 bucks 10 times today and go home with 380 bucks. I feel like this is the end of the run. Yeah, there I get stopped out of break even there. We really got a short to 15 minute in my humble opinion. I took a shot in case it went the wrong, because you never know. That's how open-minded I am, but I tell you what, I mean, that's coming back down. And then we'll be able to make our next trade. But that was the rally. Like, we got it today. That was the liquidity run. It's 12 o'clock now. They're going to slow the market down. And I could be wrong. I got mixed signals today, I'll be honest. Like, they're playing around. Look, they went and got me, and then they went back up again. I don't know, man. That looks like the rounded top. And there she goes, huh? I would have made up like almost $100. And I just let it sit. I'm not as vicious today because I made more money before the stream. You have to remember that. Had I not traded before the stream, I'd be like, eh. But I'm just, you know, I'm more laid back with it because I've made a lot of money today for my quota. You know, making it over $1,000 to $2,000 a day to me is great. And I'm over my $1,000 quota already, upwards of almost into $2,000 now. So now I just don't want to. I don't have to lose capital for the day. Like I could stop right now and go and start tomorrow, right? Dang, man, that flag played out like it was supposed to. Exactly like it was supposed to. And I would have made more money in front of y'all. I hate a missed opportunity. I can't stand it. I want to hit every single thing in front of me. I want to. If it walks, I want it, baby. You know what I mean? If it moves, I want it. Bang, bang, bang. The trade moves, I want in on it. Could be a parabolic run now, like unrealistic based off of the moving averages on the 15. This is weird. How you can just keep pulling the 21 until eventually you're going to come back to that 21. It's going to be painful. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's coming. This might be the fake out right there to get you into it and then to rock you, right? Want that confirmation of the pullback on the smaller time frame. And then we would open up a short. Don't even get a 2.5, a 3-to-1 reward ratio with it though, unless you're like really close. But that looks likely to me. I've said it the whole stream, we still haven't gotten it, so it's not made me look the best, but give it time, give it 2 to 3 hours. Somewhere by what, 2:30, 2:45? we should come back to that 21-day moving average. We did the same thing last night right there. The same thing happened last night. Let me show you. Bitcoin pumped on the 15. It got too far from the 21-day moving average, and I said to everyone, man, that's going to come back down to the 21. It has to. It has to. And, like, I don't care what flags you were watching in the smaller time frames, like, and that came right down to the 21. And now we're at the same spot. And so it's likely you're going to drop down to the 21-day moving average. This is just... All right. The more you understand these concepts, the better off you'll be over time. Trust me. I know at the beginning it may be confusing. Very confusing. I can only imagine. What's crazy is this keeps holding the 21, which is a bullish sign. So I haven't seen the 1 minute defy the 15 like this in a long time. This happens on major bullish days when things are just out of control and the 1 minute just keeps banging on them. And it flushes the other time frames to just ridiculously overbought sections. And you're like, why didn't we come down? Why didn't we come down? But like that could still play out right now. Funny, that flag did play out that I put out. I can't believe that. Oh, that one right there. Thank you so much for, please subscribe to the channel, everyone. We want as many people to subscribe. We're very close to a big milestone here. Very close. Okay? Like one of the biggest milestones ever the channel's ever had. And I need you to get me there. 69,000. We're only 140 people away. It'll be one of the fastest we've ever went from 68 to 69,000 ever in the history of the channel. The fastest 1,000. And I'd really like to do it before the end of the week. We have 2 more days. I just need 140 people to hit that subscribe button. I'm giving you guys it every single day. We're dressed nice. We're doing everything we can. We spend money on the wardrobe. We spend money on the dry cleaning to make you feel comfortable, nice, neat, and complete here every day on the channel, right? Wow, the 1 minute looks bullish, bro. Like it does not want to stop. Like something's brewing here. This is weird. They got me in a weird place. They got me chasing a little bit because I can't figure out exactly what they're doing. You know? It should be, this thing should start to rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. But when they break out parabolically, the length of the bait, whatever pole they had prior to. And what if we just go parabolic? Let me take a look at BOOKMAP. If it has a big red section above us, then I might there they have it at 60,000. It's starting to show that we may go parabolic to 60K right now. Like, this is weird. Now the risk reward ratio has changed. Have to be at 59,097. They're making it tough because they're making you chase a rising wedge to get paid. And it's just not really what I'd be doing. I still don't understand why the 5 minute and the 15 minute have not reset to the 21 yet. I haven't seen this before in the last few weeks. It's not right. It's not what I've noticed. This should dump back down to the 200 and do what it's supposed to do. It's unrealistic if it continues to pump, but that's what it's been doing the whole stream, right? All the way from 56,000, we pumped 3,000. Been a beautiful pump for Bitcoin, honestly. And you can't get every trade because it depends on your perspective of when you set up the trade. You know, you may set up a great short at night, it might pump, you might get out, and then the reversal happens and you miss the bigger pump. But you just got to be happy that you took something out of the market every single day. That's all. We all beat ourselves up. We want it all. It has to be this. It has to be that. But if we simplify it and just say, hey, you know what? We didn't lose. You know, I added to my stash. My dad always said, just push the boat a little bit, a couple inches. As long as you're not going backwards, you're on the way forward. You know what I mean? Just little by little. Just move that boat little by little. So BOOKMAP suggests we're going to 60K in a short squeeze right now. There's all the liquidity up there. So it's weird. Like, BOOKMAP's coercing me almost to take this trade. Let me go back to the 1 minute. I want to see if I see bearish div. Well, that 15 minute got lit. I mean, it is kind of some bearish div here on the 1 minute. The 1 hour is just way too far away from the 21. Way too far. There's going to be some type of dump here. Unless we just parabolically move. And it's like a God. Either we have a God candle, which I don't like saying that because I don't like disrespecting God. But either we have a massively big candle, or we're bumping down to that 21. We're in a weird place right now today. It's very rare you see me say this. I'm like, oh, I got it. Now I'm like, Like, I want to FOMO into this right now. I feel like I'm going to miss out on a beautiful short squeeze. But at the same time, my indicators are telling me not to chase. And it's got me indecisive. And wow, had I got in, I was going to get in there. That flag still be playing out, that initial flag. Some of you might still be in that trade that I got in right there. But I got out like right around. I got stopped out of break even or something, right? Hey, I protected the capital. That's the most important thing. Protecting the capital at all costs. Okay? I'm doing everything I can not to jump in right now. My emotions, I'm telling them to be calm. Be calm. I'm not letting my emotions control me. I'm logically taking in the information and looking at the probabilities of winning and seeing if it's worth it. It's just unsustainable when you're this far away from the 21-day moving average. Got rejected by the 200 MA too as well. 45-minute boomed above the 200. See, beautiful move. 30 minutes away from the 21. 2 hours just in a giant candle. Look at that 2 hour just boomed. So you wouldn't have been able to really see that on the 2 hour. You need other time frames to see what's going on. 4 hour has a beautiful candle too, but getting rejected by the 50-day moving average. That loses the 21, then the short to the 21 will go. I may stop. I've been longing, shorting. I've been like, I have to be in a trade every 5 seconds. If I'm not winning, I'm getting a little obsessive with I have to. And I've been hitting a lot, so I've been like, why not? But I think I should give my mind a rest. You know, my brain's telling me, hey, Sam, I think you should give your mind a break. Also, there's some days I don't trade at all, so I can be a really good analyst for you guys. It's very rare. I tend to just give you my trades and they play out. But every once in a while, I like to have a clear head and just give you guys exactly how I see the market and not even be in a trade, you know? And it makes me a better teacher and a better mentor when I'm only focused on you and your information and not me and my trade. But most of the time, my trade does help me explain what's happening. We do win, so it works. But you know what I mean? I'm just, you know, making a statement about running a trading group that most people don't even think about. Wow, this is interesting on a higher low now. It's like they may be trying to build liquidity up here so they can shred it. I don't know. I have to be honest. I'm going to say I don't know, which is, you know, I don't know. Even I say that sometimes, everybody. It's rare, but I say it. I don't know what they're doing. I'm thinking about taking this long. I'm just, you know, honestly thinking too long too. So it's like, probably means I shouldn't have taken it. If I was so confident I would have been in it, I would have been in it already. Now it's a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. Weird. I don't like when the numbers don't add up. Yeah, 327, that's why. You know, I got low stochastics. I'm above the 21. Wow, this is weird. I'm going to take a shot I pulled the trigger on it. Seem to be going after stops or something. I don't know what they're doing. We're in the money already though. 33, we should have more than that. I don't get when it doesn't change when you're up the most, and then I'm confused. That was just a way to fake out breakout people? I don't know, man. This is weird. What the heck are they doing, man? I'll take another 40 bucks though. Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. Send it, dude. Let me get 100 bucks out of this one at least. 69. There we go. 74. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes and they cost $90. I need my 90, baby. I need my 90, baby. You good to me? All right. I took 87. We won another trade. There you go. I only need 2 minutes to make $87. I do it all the time. That's 87 bucks in a minute, really, right? And if it had gone parabolic, I would have been able to run it, you know? Sometimes those candles just rip. You can't even move your stop fast enough, right? And we did it again, huh? You're already profitable today. This is another day to trade. Wait for your signals. I'm seeing my signals though. Almost want to short the 1 hour rejection. I love reading all these comments. Shout out to Jason for the 99, man. What a nice guy. And let's take a look at the fan funding today. Check out Cat Dog. Same group of people that call Brett, Billy, Whiff, Pop Cat, Punky are now calling Cat Dog. In a week, it went from 10 million to 90 million. Thank you. Redo top meme. We looked at that. My life fell apart, Sam. We talked about that. I'm sorry to Jedi M for real. Bang them, Sammy. Thank you. What do you do for AMC stock 6 hour? I see bullishness. Really? And look, I get out at the perfect times on these. Now the shorts that start to play out. Like now we can see that the parabolic moves were really not like they're struggling. I'll be honest, you got to lose this 21 though on the 21 to get extra hype. This has got to be the short now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like, now do what you're supposed to do and let me short the market to liquidity. Take profit's going to be 57466. Stop loss is going to be 60,196. $78 for 98. That's whack. 2.69. I open up the short here and we'll see, but very little risk. Just want to make another 80 bucks or 90 bucks or something. Nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Just keep adding to the wins. That's all. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. We still see liquidity all the way up 60,000. Doesn't mean we're going there for sure, but a lot of times we do go there, so I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys involved, but I do got to take my mind off the screens for at least 40 minutes. Let's take a look at AMC. As Grace Protocol, been here for a long time. She said the 6 hour looked bullish to her. I don't know. I mean, it's consolidating, right? In a symmetrical triangle, so it could go either way. It's 50-50 pattern, right? You are above the 200 MA, which, you know, suggests that you will pump. And you're above the point of control. Point of control, 200 MA, that's a bullish sign. You wait for the breakout on the retest of 5.5. Be a less risky option, and then right to liquidity right there at about $7, right? Looks like it's okay. I don't know, not amazing, right? One minute just does not want to give it up. Like, someone is just pumping the 1 minute today. They won't let it die. They just want to keep, like, whenever the 1 minute doesn't lose to 21, then you have to keep long in the market. It's just so strange, everybody. It's Thursday too. I don't know, you know. Eventually you're going to get a strong bearish div. It's not going to handle it. And it's going to crash on you. Like right now, you're starting to get an elongated divergence, right? I don't know. They both still swing up. You could say this could be the beginning of the bullish div here. But this almost like swings down now with it. It's almost, there was no bearish div as much as it should have been. Honestly, it looks bullish. I want to get off, but right now I'm just mesmerized by price action. I'm like, what exactly are you doing here? Looks weird to me. It looks like it's going to dump. I stay in the short, and I'll give you guys the results in a little while on the live stream in the trading group. It's likely I'm going to win the short, though. Like I was supposed to earlier today. Fine, I took a few more scalps as they continued to move it, but now it's gapped up even more high in the stochastics. But every time I say that, I see the price higher than it was before, 575. Like, it's just like, what the heck? Again, I may have to cut off the short and go long again if this creates a flag. Just like I did last time for minimal loss and then move on, right? Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. All right? And may you have a blessed day, everybody. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I thank you so much for being here. All right, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed day. I love you all. You guys made this channel what it was. There was 3 people watching me. Now we end with 2,000. I'll forever be grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for everything. I don't ever mean to come off pompous or rude if I'm just confident or talking about my life. I just want to let you know what happened to me and how it happened. I love you. I appreciate you. If you ever need something, reach out. We appreciate you. If you have problems with anything in your Discord, email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Get to Jamie Zeno if you need to talk to him inside the Discord too as well. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Live in love. And we're going to end the stream watching that 1 minute flag that may actually continue to the upside here. We do have liquidity at 60,000, suggesting that we may go to 60K. Nice pump for Bitcoin in the last 2 days. Went from 55 all the way back to $60,000. And you know what? Anything is possible, baby. Shout out to everyone that made gains with me today in the market. We did a great job. We had fun. And you know what? Wow, it looks like it's going to pump again right now. I don't know what's happening, but it looks like it's going to go parabolic out of the rising wedge. So weird price action today. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you maybe tonight. You never know. You never know. I might make another live stream, but more than likely, you'll see me tomorrow. May God bless you. Peace out. Crypto is life.